I say some kind of. I think.
All right.
Ooh, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This sound like Mississippi, sippy cup, baby, turn Bibby up, Henny, invented the caddy list for happiness in my cup. This sound like kiddies on the playground, mama was running up. Ooh, you about to get your ass beat. This sound like niggas complaining when they bitches like Raspy. B2K in the stereo, we juke in the backseat, or juke in the basement. In love with my K-Swiss, this feel like jumping in the pool and I'm knowing I can't swim. Ooh, you about to get your ass beat, but still in that $20 like baby, just ask me. Mama said she loved us. When the lights was off, we had to stay with cousins. Rainy at the BBQ with Petty as husband. Summertime, city lights, shut town. My town, my town. After school matters like I'm needing that swiping right now. In the car parking lot, got caught with that blunt like wow, wow, run, run, run. Mama say come home before the street lights do. Ice cream on my front porch in my new FUBU and my A1s too. Watching my happy block, my whole neighborhood hit that digi-bot. Stars in my pocket dreaming about making my hood glow. This sound like every place if I could fly. This feel like every summertime. Fall asleep dreaming about all the places and every one of them feels so. Watching my happy block, my whole neighborhood hit that digi-bop. Oh, no, 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 no. And I'm watching my happy, ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey. Alright, watching my happy block on my neighborhood hit that digi-bop. No, 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 no. Don't, no, 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 don't. Don't, no, 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 don't.
We are live with Noname, Chicago's own, in the New York Times building, Midtown Manhattan. I'm Andrew Chow, I'm a reporter here. We're going to be asking Noname some questions, so fire away in the comments section. And we also have a poll going for what song you want Noname to play next. Forever or Freedom Interlude, two great songs from our mixtape Telefone. So weigh in the comment section what you want to hear. First, do you want to introduce yourself and your band?
Sure. I'm Noname. This is Felix on keys. We have Connor on drums. And then behind me, we have Brian on guitar.
Amazing. Now, Will from New York asks, where would you say the role of women in hip-hop stands today relative to years past?
The role of women in hip-hop, where does it stand today? I don't know. I think women's role in hip-hop has always been a little skewed just because it's been dictated by men or, like, adjacent to men. Like, women's roles in hip-hop have always been, like, contradictory or alongside or like parallel to in some ways. I don't know that women have always been able to like kind of facilitate their own ideas of their roles. So I can't really say. I don't typically think about myself when I'm thinking about making music as like I'm a female rapper and this is my role in hip hop. I'm more so just like making art and doing other things that I like to do for fun. So.
Now, Russell from New York wants to know about how you fit into the Chicago scene and why it's so vibrant now, the Chicago hip-hop scene.
I think the Chicago artistic community is very close-knit and loving and very family-oriented. So in terms of like how we make music and how we interact with each other on an artist level is very based on like friendship and respect. And I think because of that, like, we've been able to like facilitate a very beautiful, thriving community of artists, and we've been able to push that art into the world on a very like independent level, just because there's not like a bunch of labels in Chicago. So it's like a very grassroots kind of artistic movement.
Awesome. Jay from New York, on your Wikipedia page, your occupation is listed as rapper and poet. I was wondering what order you would put those in.
I'm definitely a rapper. I don't get paid to write poetry anymore, so I'm not occupied in that
right.
Medium. But I would call myself a rapper for sure.
Awesome. This is Jim from Indianapolis. He says, Telefone is on this 54-year-old white man regular listening list and has been for months. So he thanks you. And he asked, when are you going to come to Indianapolis for a concert? I will be the bald old white man in the audience.
Oh, cool. That's exciting. That's dope. Yeah, I would love to go to Indianapolis and play for bald old white people. That'd be cool. I feel like I kind of already do that, low key. A lot of different kinds of people at the shows. So.
Right. Now, I believe Telefone came out over a process of like 3 years of writing. Can you tell us about that artistic process and who you are as a musician now compared to when you started it?
Sure. So it took me 3 years to like come out with the project in itself, but in terms of the creation, like the art, it actually happened pretty fast. There were like 2 songs that I had written prior to finally releasing Telefone, like a couple of months before. I wrote this song called All I Need, and I wrote this song called Freedom Interlude. But the bulk of the tape was created like 2 months before it released. Me, this guy Felix, and another friend of mine named Saba, we all like rented an Airbnb and went to LA and made a bunch of music in one space together. And through that, the project kind of blossomed. And yeah, I wish it were like I took 3 long years and like meditated and did yoga and found myself. It was more so like I had a lot of life experiences a little bit, and then finally the art came out.
Uh-huh. Now, in the song Diddy Bop you just played, the chorus goes that you fall asleep dreaming about places that you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been able to go to some of your dream places now that you are on tour?
Yeah, well, I went to London. I never thought I would go to London or out the country at all, for that matter. Some of my other dream places to go are a little further, like Africa. But doing this tour, I've been able to like see most of the country here and meet a lot of people. So that's also a dream of mine, to just like travel and play my music for people who fuck with it, essentially. I don't know if we can curse or not, but.
This is from Diana. She's wondering about what the SNL experience was like. If there are any amazing stories from that.
I was really nervous. I was really, really nervous. I met most of the cast, and they were like really, really sweet to me. I had a moment with Chance before, like we went on, and he was just kind of like helping me through the nerves and was like being like really sweet and nice and was just like, it's okay, like you're gonna do well, don't be nervous, which is always funny because he's like a little bit younger than me, so I'm like usually looking at him like my little brother, so it was cool to see those roles reversed and him helping me in that way. But I don't have any like, we went out that night and got really slapped, got drunk.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that was fun.
This is from Justin in Louisville, Kentucky. Your lyrics are very storytelling. Are there any visuals or music videos in the works?
Not in the works. I would love to shoot a music video though. That'd be cool to have visuals accompany the music, but not currently, unfortunately, no.
Awesome. This is from Jenny from Medford, Massachusetts. As a woman, do you find yourself stepping into a new area of female gender identity as a rapper? I'm interested in how women develop their own unique swagger in areas that have often been dominated by what we think of as hetero male performances.
I don't know. I wish I were like, maybe there's not a true like feminist bubbling inside of me. I'm not ever like consciously thinking about being a woman when I'm making music or like my place as a woman. I'm kind of just like making art with my friends. And luckily enough, maybe I'm just blessed in that like the people who are around me are not like putting me in these positions where I have to be cognitive at all moments of like my womanism. I'm like very lucky that it doesn't really come up. Like I wish I had like some cool like politicized answer like, man, breaking down these barriers. But I'm just like, we really just make music all the time and like joke around and have fun and play shows. So
Sounds good to me. Nate from Brooklyn. Being an independent artist has a different connotation now, thanks to artists like yourself and Chance, obviously. Is this something that's maybe being overblown by the media, or do you really sense a shift happening within the industry where artists are feeling more comfortable with their independence?
No, I definitely don't think it's being overblown by the media. If anything, it's underrepresented in the media. I think there are like so many communities of artists and just like people generally like wanting to be independent from these like ideals and institutions, and to be able to freely express. So I feel like we should talk about independency as much as possible, because I think it's like essentially freedom in a lot of ways.
Do you think you're ever going to sign to a label?
I don't know. I don't think so. Not currently. I don't really have a need to. I'm able to like support myself and my family right now. So hopefully nothing bad happens where I'm like, man, I need so much money. I need millions of dollars right now. But right now I'm cool. I'm okay. I'm not
good to hear.
sign.
Yeah. P from Seattle, Washington. What artists have influenced your style, and maybe what genres outside of rap and hip hop have influenced you?
Who am I influenced by? I'm influenced by my friends. I'm influenced by Jay Electronica. I'm influenced by Andre. I'm influenced by Toni Morrison. I'm influenced by early Spike Lee. Who else am I influenced by? I'm influenced by James Baldwin. Those are some of my favorite artists that have influenced me over the years.
The phrase "everything is everything" seems to pop up in your music a lot. You describe what that means, and is that an homage to Lauren?
Everyone says that. It's not necessarily that, but I think that's a cool comparison, or like I think it's cool that people get that when they hear that. Everything is everything to me. It's just my way of being like okay with things not happening how I want them to necessarily, or just being like because I'm not like rooted in any specific religion. Sometimes I'm just like everything is everything. Like we are all creatures within this planet, and no life is necessarily greater than the other, because everything is everything. So it depends. Sometimes it's just like, man, you know, I just messed up this show and I tripped on stage, but you know, my family loves me. Everything is everything.
LaRock from DC. Telefone is wonderful. Which artists from previous generations would you have most liked to collaborate with? That's the first part. Do you worry about things like defining the boundaries of your own genre, or do you focus on creating your work and prefer to let the rest of us categorize it as we will?
I would just prefer to make my own art, and if people want to come up with categories for it, they can do that. Can you repeat the first half of the question? I'm sorry.
What artists from previous generations?
Oh, what artists from previous generations would I have liked to work with? It would have been cool, and it's not even, for me, it's not even about like working with these artists, but even to just be in the space and watch them create. It really would have been cool to like work with like, or see Michael Jackson or Prince like in their element, like being their like true artist self. Other artists who I would have liked to work with, previous generations. I guess Stevie Wonder. He's previous. He's a little older. Yeah, he's incredible.
Absolutely. Nora from Columbus, Ohio. She says, I was lucky enough to get to see you perform in Columbus during the past weekend. With all your recent success since Telefone, what do you see your future in terms of your career?
I want to just rap for the next 2 years, and then like only star in rom-coms is kind of what my goal is. No, I'm just joking. I don't know where I want my career to go. I think I want to make music for as long as I can. I don't know if I'll perform forever, just because it's like kind of taxing on my body sometimes. But I do want to continue to make art and write. I'm really wanting to like write in a multifaceted of like areas, because I love writing generally.
Absolutely. Do you plan to branch out into other mediums aside from the rom-coms?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool to like it'd be cool to write for film or to like, maybe if I wasn't writing, to be like more in the background and helping like produce those things and helping those like projects that I believe in or other artists that I believe in, help them like actualize their artistic dreams and goals and whatnot.
Awesome. We've got time for a few more questions. Jenny from Medford, how does the physical landscape of Chicago impact your art?
The physical landscape of Chicago. I think the physical landscape of Chicago impacts my art because the city is so like hyper segregated and broken into these sections of class and race. I think the way I relate to the world is different, and so because of that, my art is it reflects that. My writing reflects that. So yeah, I guess that's the best way I can answer that.
Cool. Is Maddie from Evanston, who's name dropping some of your collaborators like Saba, Knox Fortune. Are there any up and coming Chicago rappers or artists that you want to give shout outs to?
Definitely want to give a shout out to Saba, Smino, Felix. Who else is up and coming? Monty Booker, he's not a rapper, he's a producer. Raven Lene, who's on tour with me. Akenya, Teddy. Did I say Felix? Okay. Let's just Felix. Yeah. I'm trying to think who else is rapping in Chicago. I guess like J2. And people already know Mick Jacobs. He's like famous as hell. So.
Awesome. Well, would you like to play Forever for us?
Yes. Yes.
Do that. That would be awesome.
Can we play that, guys? Cool. Simone, Jimmy Jones, Missy Elliott, and music leader. My relatives never forget my Andre, Papi, Mikasa, Sukasa, baby, I made an entree. Maybe I make your mom's play. Maybe we not gonna sleep tonight. In the night, you and I laugh about how you Gemini. Already fried the chicken, but leftovers was my inner thigh. Nah, I'm lying, I'm just playing. You can read this book with me. I'm just trying to reimagine abracadabra for poverty. Like, poof, I made it disappear. Poof, I made a happiness. Everything is everything, but I still haven't paid my rent. Ugly is ugly, but that don't make me holy. Now when I get down, I'm already up. Molly the water, I keep the drink in a cup. My druggie, your druggie, we just some kids out of love. Ooh, they ain't trying to see me shine. My shine, the bullet on my time say fuck it, I'll live forever now. They ain't trying to see me shine. Bullet on my time say fuck it, I'll live forever. They ain't trying to see us shine. How long will it take to marry the sunset? I saw my name for 7 bags of Skittles on Sunny Set Boulevard. Me semi got his rainbow pretty mystery and fully charged. Nobody understands my song. All of every sentence is to heal the scar, the rental car, the Malibu, the Shangri-La. Oh, my cigarette burning, my mama be calling. She worried about me, her girl alcoholic. And I could take a trip to LA. And I could lose myself inside myself. I hope the Lord forgive me now. Why I still be drifting the custom to wearing hand-me-downs? Why my Cinderella a cinder block for my family now? I can't build no mansion on top of these shaggy bones. I left my home, I'm on the road. Forget that she go again. A dark consumerism assimilated in him. Cash a new gospel, occupation or sin. Walked out the church house, happy all in my pocket. A little something to yeah. They ain't trying to see me shine. Bullet on my time say fuck it, I'll live forever. They ain't trying to see us shine. Bullet on our time say fuck it, we'll live forever in the day. Following the rain, you know that we live forever. How long will it take to marry the sunset? If it ain't yours yet forever.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
Awesome. Now we've got our own music reporter Joe Coscarelli answering questions in the comments section.
Okay.
And he actually wanted to ask you one question. He says, Noname, you mentioned you're not looking to sign with the label at the moment, but are you at least taking meetings and hearing people out? You hear there's usually free dinner involved.
Yes, yeah. I definitely am down to hear people out. Conversation is definitely the key. And I like free food, so wine and dine
Who
me.
could go wrong, yeah? Amazing. Now, we would love to hear Freedom Interlude as well. If
Cool.
you're up for it.
Absolutely.
That would be great.
Yeah,
well, thank
yeah.
you so much for coming by today.
Thank you guys for having me. This is my favorite song on the tape right now, so this will be really cool to play. Thought I was gonna write a rap. Ooh, I thought I was gonna. Ooh, I thought I was gonna. I thought I was gonna write a rap, but this be baby miracle. Virginity and carrot gold alphabet in the cereal. I forget why I'm having long sentiment for a different song. Let's get back to IG up in the DM. I think he like me. Asiatic, black man affinity with lap dance. The walls is caving, the laws is changing. Bill Cosby ain't the guy, we made him, they all forgave him. I think I wrote a song about confusion and perception. Messages and bottles, this illusion on the guest list. You said +1, so where your +1 at? I hope he find his way to Arizona now. I hope he find Fatima and she hold him down. What a pretty lady in the valley of the shadows. I'm thinking she lost the battle. I'm thinking she found the bottle. Blueberry bubblegum bassinet in my hideout. Baby say turn the lights low. Mama say go to bed now. Had a dream I rock my baby fast asleep. Count the toes, they're all there. Kiss the cheek. I know this is a song about redemption or a mother's intuition. How my kitchen sounds like church bells. Why they sell me my dollar in my dream? White picket fence, proper the cream. I know this is a song for overcoming and becoming and be running out of ways to say dance with me and dance with me. 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 Dance with me, I know I'm free. Dance with me, I know I'm free.